if they don't get anything evolved, or yeah, that's GG's, easy knockout. So yeah, we'll take that win. There's the last Iono. I cannot draw, I concede, and we're done. Dang. That's it. That's GG's, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yes! Take my last prize card, boom, and we're done. What's up, folks, and welcome back to a new video. In today's episode of Noob Plays, we're playing another new Terra Pokemon that was introduced with the Searching Spark set, and it is Flygon. They call it a hit and run deck because Flygon can deal damage and then go back on the bench, and you put another Pokemon up in the active spot, and then you just switch them in and out all the time. So I have not played this deck before. I'm using LDF's 60, and let's have a quick peek at the deck here. So playing a 3-1-2 line of Flygon, I have Bidoof, Bibarel, and then a couple of stall Pokemon that we're going to go into a little bit more detail in the actual client. So here is Flygon, and for one energy does 130 damage. In this video we're only using the first attack. We don't play any metal or water energy for the Sonic Peridot and attack. So Flygon, you deal damage, and then it says you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So you don't have to, but you can. So you deal 130 damage and then you go to the bench. That's why it's called hit and run. So you hit your opponent and then you run off to the bench. And then we can replace Flygon with 3 different stall Pokemon that we have, or 4 actually. We have the Iron Thorns EX with his initialization ability. Any Pokemon with the rule box can use their abilities. Then we have Klefki, which prevents damage done to Klefki by any basic Pokemon that are in play. And then we have Mimikyu, which prevents damage being done to Mimikyu by EX and V Pokemon, and there are a lot of them in 4-man. And then last but not least, the Cornerstone Mask Orgopon EX, where it prevents all damage done to this Pokemon by Pokemon with an ability. So those are the Pokemon we switch into. We have Bloodmoon Ursaluna for a late game attack. We have 2-2 line of Bidoof and Bibarel for the draw. And then we play 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffins. It gets us the Trappy, and we can also get Klefki and Mimikyu out, which is great. We have 1 Night Stretcher, 3 Rare Candies to go into the Flygon. That's the only Pokemon we need it for. We have a Super Rod, a Switch. We don't necessarily need the Switch that often because we play 2 Rescue Boards and 1 Future Booster Capsule. The Future Booster Energy Capsule, if it's attached to a future Pokemon, does 20 more damage, and also that Pokemon has no retreat cost, which is important because if you have another look at Iron Thorns, has 4 retreat cost. But it's really easy for us to hit and run. We do damage with Flygon, then we go into Iron Thorns, then the opponent can use any of their abilities, and then we retreat for free back into the Flygon. And the same thing we can do with Mimikyu and with Cornerstone, because both of those have only 1 retreat cost. If we pop a Rescue Board on there, we can just switch back and forth. Very handy. We play 1 DTE. Not sure if that's going to be enough. We mainly use it for Iron Thorns so we can attack. We play 2 Lightning Energies and 5 Fighting Energies. So I would say let's hop into a couple of games and then we'll see how we're doing. Alright, I won the coin toss and I will go second. I still don't know what's best, going first, going second, so we'll see. I can start with a Mimikyu and a Trappy. Alright, that's not bad. I got an Energy, I got an Arven. That would give me... What is it up? I play against so many fire decks recently. I'll take the mulligan. Let's see, is it Arcanine? Is it a weird Charizard deck? Or is it just a real Charizard deck? Like the ones, the one that we were used to playing or seeing. So yeah, I have Mimikyu, which prevents all damage done to it by EX or V Pokemon. So that could be a counter to Charizard EX. Let's see what happens there. They're definitely taking a long time to set up. Take the Unfair Stamp, not the best. And there's a Pidgey. Okay, that looks like a normal Charizard deck. They start, let's see what they're doing. I'm afraid that they might Iono me pretty quick in their next turn. So, okay. That will give us more of an indicator of what they're getting. They discard a Buddy-Buddy Poffin and an energy. That means they play more energy than just the 5 or 6 that a Charizard deck usually plays. What are they getting? An Arcanine, a weird... They're getting a Charmander. Okay. And then they pass. Attach pass. Huh. Interesting. Wonder if they do have a Zard in hand. They burn the Evo. That's interesting too. And they attach the Fire Energy. What would they do? Retreat? Okay. Probably just a pass at this point. Yeah, okay. Okay, we got another Arven. I'll play the Arven. And then... Oh, what? Did I price 2 candies? Oh. We put the rescue board on here and we attach, and that's all she wrote. That's all we can do. Okay, they only have 2 cards in hand. They drew 1. Do they have an Iono? Because if not, I can play another Arven, get my Trappy out, and then I can start doing some damage here. Because they get the Power Glass on. So 2 cards left. Is it an Iono? It's an energy that they put on the Charmander and then they pass. They call for family, get 2 more basics. Yeah, that makes sense. Get a Radiant Charizard and another Charmander. Okay. Now it's our turn. Let's see what the top deck is. We get another Arven. Why do we see all 3 Arvens in the early stages of the game? I want to get an... I probably get the Devo might be good. I'm going to get the Evo and burn it with my Ultra Ball. I probably don't need Bloodmoon. And then we're getting the Flygon. I wouldn't mind the Bibarel. I would love to see a Rare Candy. Now we're going to use the rescue board, and then we hit for 100. It gives me the first prize, and then I go back into the Mimikyu in case they evolve in this turn. I'll start with number 3 as always. There's an Iono. I will not play the Iono for sure because they only have a 2-card hand. But with their luck, they probably drew into an Iono. There's another energy for the Zard. I could boss up the Zard and start putting some damage in here. Arven. Let's Arven for a Nest Ball. I could get... What am I going to get? I'm going to get a Bidoof. I don't need the Vitality Band, I think. Let's get the Nest Ball. Get a Bidoof. So, the only thing that helps me against the Zard is Klefki. We are retreating into, and then we hit for 130, and then we just go back into the Mimikyu. I'll get number 4. So what are my next steps? There's Thorns. I could boss up their Zard and start putting some damage on. So they still need 2 energy on. They still need 2 energy on the Zard, and they didn't do anything. So we'll boss up the Zard, and then we retreat into the Flygon. We can bench this, why not? And then we put the Vitality Band on. It doesn't do anything, just burn this. And then we do 140. And then we hide in behind the Mimikyu. Okay, they're back to a 3-card hand. I mean, they're bricking really hard. There's nothing that they are able to do right now. I wonder if they concede at one point. I mean, honestly, I'm not set up well either. I do not have a Bibarel out. Let's see what the top deck is. Another Flygon. We'll retreat. And then we just do another 140. Knock out the Zard. In case they get a Rare Candy and have a Zard in hand, or the other way around, I'll just hide behind the Mimikyu. There's a Candy. I have Candy, Flygon, but I have nothing else. Okay. If they don't get anything evolved, or yeah, that's GG's, because top deck DT, I retreat into Flygon, 140. We both did not set up well. Unfortunately, fortunately for me, my opponent set up way worse than I did. I was at least able to do some damage and get easy knockouts. I think that's the right way to put it. Got some easy knockouts. So yeah, we'll take that win. Alrighty, I am starting with an Iron Thorns. And is that a mill deck? Interesting. I'm also going to go first. I can set up my board a little bit. Get a Trappy out. I can attach the energy. Do I just end my turn here, and then we'll see what's happening next. There's Artisan. That's not bad. You can get me a Bidoof. You can also try to get rid of it with the Lost Vacuum and the Devo after I used it. Pokegear. Yeah, they're definitely setting up a mill deck here. There's Arven. So they're not gonna mill this first turn because they did not play an ancient supporter card, because they can mill 1 but they cannot mill 4, because they need to, in order to mill 4, they need to play a ancient supporter card, so an explorer guidance or a Professor Sada's Vitality. They're gonna put a DT on. They're not. Okay, so they won't mill a single card this turn. We get a boss. We have Judge. We'll play the Artisan to get us a Bidoof. I don't need any stall plays here. So what does the most damage? 130 is Flygon. 140 with Booster Capsule and DT, which is enough for the Great Tusk without an Ancient Booster Capsule. Let's see. I'm gonna get Ultra Ball, get rid of, because I can use Artisan. I'm not gonna get rid of Artisan. I'm getting a Bibarel for more draw next turn. And can attach this here. And then I'm just going to end my turn. And then next turn I can evolve into Bibarel. I think Flygon is not bad because it has a lot of HP. Not that they're going to damage me or put any damage on the board. They're just gonna... They get another Arven. They play the Arven. Okay, so again, not an ancient supporter card. They still need to have that in order to... it could have also been an ancient box, but they don't play 3... Okay, I should have kept the vacuum, if I think about it, to vacuum their capsule. They mill an energy, it's not too bad. Let's see what the top deck is. There's a Klefki. Doesn't do anything for me in this game. Because they don't take knockouts either. Let's see. Let's draw. I could have benched the Klefki for more outs. Let's get another Bidoof, another Trapinch. I want to have the DT. I don't think I need anything at this point. I need to start taking knockouts. That's what I need. I need the Ancient Booster Capsule and the DT. I do need... Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I should have kept the Vacuum. Because they play 4. There's the Sada. Okay. Mimikyu is just there to stall. That's a win condition for them too. Maybe I just build up the Super Rod, Ultra Ball, Unfair Stamp. That's not bad. Unfair Stamp doesn't do much for me because they don't take any knockouts. We'll play the Judge. See 4 new cards. There's a Flygon, a Switch, and a Rescue Board, and a basic energy. I think I'm going to attach this here. I could have attached it here too. That was probably not the smartest. We put the Rescue Board on what? On nothing at the moment. Just put it here. And then we draw. I want the DT. I want to start putting damage. There's an Evo. I don't want, but I got another Bidoof for 1. A DT. It's another Flygon that I don't need. I could have burned the Evo. Let's use it. And then I can... that does then at least 50, which helps me with the Mimikyu. I can 2-shot the Mimikyu then later in the game if I have to. Or I can go into Flygon and start putting damage on if I don't get the DT. 120 versus 130 is a 2-shot anyways. But at least now they can use any abilities. But they keep milling me. I need to put some damage on there. Pidgey, which helps them to not deck out themselves. Now they probably get energy, a DT, just so they can set up their other Tusks. That's probably what they're doing. There's a DT, yep. Okay, they mill a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Oh, there goes the future booster capsule. That's not good, because then I can move it. But I have to switch. There's the Arven. There would have been my tool. Now the future booster capsule is gone. Maybe... we can get this. and this. Okay, because now we evolve into here. We switch out here. We'll put a rescue board here. I don't know. And then we vessel the Bloodmoon away. And then we take 2 more energies. 140, I'll put 1 here. And then we draw. I need to be careful with drawing cards. Yeah, I need to be careful with drawing cards. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I need to be very careful because I'm down to 14 cards now. I think I go into Thorns, then boss up the one with the DT and knock that one out. Okay, they move their pitch. Oh no, there's Ninja for draw. Because they're probably digging for another supporter card. They have 5 cards in hand. There's the Sada, but that makes them draw 3 cards too, so they're getting low too. Again, they won't deck out because of the Pidgey, unless I can knock the Pidgey out. They mill the Night Stretcher. I'm down to 10. Oh, they have an Ancient Booster Capsule on this one now. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna attach this here. Do 130. Yeah. Done. I have. There's an Arven. I have Boss. There's Tatsugiri, so they can draw into a supporter. Because I could boss up the Great Tusk. Go into Thorns, do 140. I could... Okay, they get an Explorer Guidance. I could also get their Ninja. Okay, the Pokegear, 2 Pokegears just got taken off the board. DT and an Iono. Iono would have been good. Now they're all gone. I could retreat because I'm not gonna knock this one out, but they already have one ready. Here, knock that one out. And yeah, I'm gonna be out of cards this next turn, and they win. If they have yep, they're gonna mill all of my cards, and then I cannot draw, and they win. They're down to 3 too, but again, they have, and I have no way to put any cards back. There's the last Iono. I cannot draw, I concede, and we're done. Dang. Alrighty, my opponent won the coin toss and they decided to go first. I have Iron Thorns as my only basic Pokemon, but I have DT and a Lightning Energy, Night Stretcher, Buddy Poffin, Ultra Ball, so not too shabby. Let's let them finish setting up. And they have Latios. Is that the... What deck is that? They attach for turn, put a Bravery Charm on it. I've never seen that. Prevent all effects of your opponent's Putting the abilities done to each of your... Is that a counter to this deck? Let's get a Bidoof and another Klefki, Trappy, and then I think we hold the hand for now. Do this 30 damage. Opponents 50. Okay, they're not gonna, if they can use that attack, they're not gonna knock me out. Okay, let's do that. Excuse me. Enormous V. Let's read that again. Prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities done to your opponent that has any. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely never seen this deck before. There's another energy. So they're gonna do 50 damage to my Bidoof, the Trappy. We'll see. Oh, to them. Okay. I don't know why they didn't do it to any of the bench Pokemon. Let's put this here. Do I Iono? They only have 3 cards. Put the Night Stretcher away, and then we get a Bibarel. Let's check the deck real quick. Klefki, Mimikyu, priced 1 Flygon. That's important. Okay, we only have 1 Iono left. All Arvens, Ultra Ball, 3 Rare Candies, future boosters here. Okay, and then we draw cards and see what we get. There's an Ogerpon, will bench that. There's the Rare Candy for my Flygon next turn. But we are just gonna do 120 damage. And then I'll move... I want to keep the DT on here. Let's move this over here. Because I can't attack next turn unless I find another fire energy. There's the Fest that came into play. They're gonna skydive again for 50. I need to find my Flygon. I've only have 1 in the deck. Not skydive, skill dive. And another 50. Okay, so that's 100 damage. There's a switch. Again, I cannot attack. I put this on here. Do I just go for Bibarel? There's the future booster. Okay, that's good. The thing is, I need to see cards. They only have a 2-card hand. I'll basically refresh their hand, but I have to Iono them. I have to give them 6 new cards. They were not looking too good. I could Lost Vacuum. Oh, that might not be too bad. So Mimikyu, EX, and V don't do any damage. Do not want to get rid of that. There's another Bidoof. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't want to get rid of the Rescue Board either. I'm going to get rid of the Bidoof. I might regret that, but I'm taking away their Bravery Charm, which will knock them out. And I get a price. Oh, I didn't take number 3. But that's okay. It's not a bad price. So what are they choosing? I just need my Flygon. I have Rare Candy. Do they have an Iono? Do they play an Iono? I have free retreat with Thorns, because now there's the future booster capsule on there. Attach 2 basic from a discard pile to your bench. Okay. So their attack only does 100, but they don't have a way to get energy on there. Let's bench Mimikyu and put the board on. And do I retreat this one already? Let's retreat into Mimikyu, and then we end our turn. I can burn the Poffin later to increase the odds with Bibarel to get the Flygon or a Mewtwo EX. Okay, none of those Pokemon currently does any damage. They can use Flip the Script now because Thorns is out of the active. Moonlit Hill. Once during each player's turn, may discard a base save from the hand to heal 30 damage. Okay. So they discard Psychic Energy to heal 30. There's a Satu, a Hisuian Zorg. None of those currently does damage to my Mimikyu, and I can just hit and run. There's a Bravery Charm. So that's a 2-hit, but they can heal. So it's probably a 3-hit with Flygon. Again, they can't do any damage. And I have the Rescue Board on there, so I can go in and out, in and out. Cruel Arrow does 100 damage to one of your opponents. So any... Okay, there's the Flygon. But let's see if we can draw into it. Come on, Flygon for Trap. I think I Ultra Ball this away and get my one and only Flygon, and then I Rare Candy into the Flygon, and then I Iono. I mean, I have to. I have 0 cards in hand. There's a Switch and Unfair Stamp, but Thorns. I put the Drappy on here. I don't need to switch. Let's put this on here. And then we retreat into the Flygon. We hit for 130. And then we go back into the Mimikyu. So the Ogre Pawn prevents all damage by a Pokemon that has an ability. Everything except of their Mewtwo has an ability. So if they load up the Fez, I can maybe go into the Ogre Pawn. There's another Pokemon with an ability. So currently, I don't know if this attack does damage. Yeah, the Mimikyu should prevent that. All damage done to this Pokemon, but they can probably go around it and bench it. Maybe that would be then time for the Ogre Pawn to go and do something. Okay, what are they getting with their Ultra Ball? They get a Natu, which they cannot play, and they have a 2-card hand. They use Restart to draw 1 with Mew. If they have energy, they can heal. What does Phantom Star do? Oh, they get a 7-card hand. Okay. They must have drawn an energy to heal. Power Glass. Iron Bundle. Oh, that might be their attacker. If you don't have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does nothing. Interesting. They get a Dusk Ball. They go through a bunch of cards. What is that card? Once during your turn, you search your deck for a supporter. I could go into Thorns. There's an Arven. What would the Arven get me? A Rare Candy that I cannot use? I don't think I need that right now. I'm going to just draw 1 card here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat, and then I'm going to get Flygon in here, and then I want to take the knockout, hope to get a Flygon. And then I'm gonna go into the Thorns, and then they cannot use Flip the Script. Now we're taking 3 and 4. Iono and Judge. So they have 7, I have 7, but they attach, and then they have 6 and I have 7. So they need to draw cards, or otherwise it doesn't do anything. I can retreat for free. They would 2-shot my Flygon, but I am gonna escape that. So they have 6 cards, they can't do anything. I could judge them, then we have the same. Okay. 130. I could boss up the Fez, maybe? Yeah, let's boss up the Fez. I got this. I might just hit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6. They draw 1, they attach. Should I play the Switch? Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 5. Let's play the Switch. Get into the Flygon. Burn that card. And then, oh yeah, weakness. I forgot about weakness. We'll take the knockout. And then we go back into the Mimikyu. And then we take 5, 6. We have 1 prize cut left. There's a Flygon and a Bibarel. I could use Arven for Rare Candy, set up the next one. So they're gonna use Flip this. No, they cannot use Flip the Script. Silly me, because I just knocked out their Fez. Tracking Shoes. I could. No, I cannot Unfair Stamp them because they. Okay. If I can find a Vitality Band, this game is over. Right? Yeah, I need a Vitality Band. Because then I do 140. Or actually, I can just go into my Thorns. Iono Arven. Wait, Arven, Iono, they have resistance to that weakness. Yeah, that should be it. I retreat into the Thorns. And the Thorns does 140. And that gives me game. They didn't heal, they didn't do anything. I'll take my last prize card and that's it. That's GG's, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yes! Take my last prize card, boom, and we're done. Alrighty folks, that will wrap it up. I kind of like the hit and run strategy where you deal damage and then you hide behind a Pokemon that can stall, block the opponent, and delay the game. It was kind of successful, kind of not, but it was definitely fun. A new strategy for me at least. I did enjoy playing it. I hope you did enjoy watching this video, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and then we'll see you in the next episode. I am out.